I'm Terry Martin with the Illinois Channel. When we happen to think of going out to visit some wineries, often we're thinking of places like California. But increasingly, wineries are a big part of the economy of Southern Illinois. And one of the most impressive of those, and newest, is a place called Walker's Bluff. Let's go take a look. Walker's Bluff Resort is located in Carterville, Illinois, where it is situated on over 300 acres. It started off modestly on the land that once belonged to the owner's grandfather, and over the last 10 years has grown into one of the most incredible wineries anywhere in the United States. Visitors now come from all over the United States and around the world.
This holds basically 3 tons of Cabernet Franc grape after it's been pressed into wine. It'll stay here for 3 days. We will rack it off. Basically what happens is the yeast settles out to the bottom. So we'll take this next stage of wine into a clean vat. We'll do that a few times, and by then it'll be ready to start to filter and to age for a long period of time. These will age up to 18 months to 2 years in oak barrels. We use Missouri oak barrels from Cuba, Missouri. And after that 2-year process, we'll bring it out, filter it, bottle it, and have it for sale. And in the vats behind us, we have 1,650 gallons of Symphony in the far one. The one right behind you is 660 gallons of Chardonnay. The smaller one is 500 gallons of Concord.
And when taking a tour of the facilities, one can hear how the wine is made, as well as take a tour of the vast portion of the winery located underground. Here there is a massive wine tasting room and space where hundreds can gather to attend a function or hold a wedding. In addition to the massive wine tasting room and winery, where one can get a light lunch, there is also a world-class restaurant next door called The Legends.
So we have 125 person capacity in this venue right here. We can service more depending on whether it's a sit-down meal or it's a buffet style meal. So it really holds a lot. It can also extend out onto the balcony, which allows us more space for a larger crowd. We also have a concert venue just outside the doors here, which allows us to host even more.
Many like to go to Walker's Bluff and just go to the general store, which is the gateway to the 300 acres of vineyards, wineries, and restaurants. At the general store, visitors can also sample wine, order a light meal, and shop among the vast array of food items, crafts, and holiday decorations.
We're a unique venue. We have unique merchandise. We have a wonderful team here of people, and I feel it's a place you can't get anywhere else. The merchandise that we do have in the store, we try to have local vendors, and we try to keep it as community related as we can.
Already the owners of Walker's Bluff have invested tens of millions of dollars, not only creating construction jobs, but continuing to add permanent employment in an area of the state that has frequently had some of the highest unemployment in Illinois. But the owners of Walker's Bluff are not done yet.
Absolutely, we're not done. There's still so much in the future for Walker's Bluff. We have plans to break ground on our Walker's Bluff Resort, which will bring so much commerce and have so much economic impact on our region. Last year alone, we turned away 200 national convention opportunities to bring business to this area, which would help communities surrounding us. Those individuals that come would shop in restaurants and stores, not just on our property, but all over the region. And we're not able to service them because we have not enough rooms or enough space in a convention center to host them all. So it would really help our region as a whole.
Walker's Bluff is not merely a story of a magnificent winery. It is also the story of economic development for a part of the state that desperately needs to diversify its economy. The owners are now asking the state to grant them a gaming license, which would allow them to open a casino in an effort to further develop into a full-scale resort and conference center. The plan calls for building hotels with over 300 rooms, a year-round water park, a convention center and entertainment center, as well as having a spa and the casino.
So with the 4,000 to 5,000 conferences that take place here in the Midwest, we think we're positioned in a great place so that we can draw those groups in. Obviously, every time someone spends the night here in Southern Illinois, they're going to spend money and they're going to eat at the restaurants and so on. So we see this as an opportunity also for our skilled craftsmen to build a large project coming up in the future.
A feasibility study says this would create over 1,200 construction jobs and add over 700 permanent jobs at the resort. With the casino and hotels, the resort would no longer have to turn away millions of dollars in potential business. And that could make this economically challenged region of Illinois a destination stop for tourists and businesses for decades to come.